Okay, so we have a push mower here, and this is how I received it from the customer. The top is off of it. We got the 3 bolts here that hold the top on. The spark plug wire is disconnected. There's no spark plug. And when I look at the ignition coil, the kill wire has been disconnected. So, and then I see this choke, and that looks bent to me. I'm pretty sure that's bent. So we'll have to take a look at that. Needs a new air filter, that's obvious. And then see what we see with the choke. Okay, so the choke is in the closed position. And so we'll have to see if that automatic choke still works once we get it running. So I think the first thing we should do is, since it's pretty obvious, it looks like the customer thinks it's a spark issue, I guess we'll just go ahead and start there. Of course, if you have a spark plug, you can check the spark by just simply taking the spark plug out of the hole, connecting it to the harness here, and then grounding it while you pull it. And if it sparks, then you know you have spark. But since we don't have a spark plug, we'll use our spark plug tester, which I'll use anyways. And we can hook it up to ground if we can find a good ground. Let's see if we can find a good one. Maybe right here. And then I'm going to use a drill to turn it over. It won't have any compression because the spark plug's out. So I don't see any spark. Oh, one of the things you will need to do before you do that is make sure that you have the shutoff bail in a closed position, so that way it'll spin over. So I'll turn this over one more time. Okay, I know you probably didn't see it, but right here I saw it light up, but it did not travel across. I didn't see it travel across. So I'm going to do it one more time. Yep, it's just a little bitty flicker. So that tells me the ignition coil is probably bad. So we'll go ahead and replace that. So this is the ignition coil. So this ignition coil says this side out, says it right there. So we'll make sure that side's out. Okay, we'll pull the ignition coil all the way out and we'll tighten it down. Then we'll drag the magnet around. Checking the magnet, make sure it's strong enough. Then we'll put our 10 thousandths feeler gauge in there. You can use a business card. And then we'll loosen these bolts back up. And that magnet should draw the ignition coil in. Take the gap tool out, spin her around. Now, let's check our spark. Okay, so now we have spark. So let's connect our shutoff wire which is really loose. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can squeeze this in. If not, I might just replace it. That's better. So now we'll check the spark again. No spark. Take it off. Now we have spark. Okay, now we have spark. I guess I didn't have it hooked up right. Yep, it's working now. Okay, so now I have a spark plug, and we'll check it. 25 to 30. Or, I'm sorry, nope, that's incorrect. It'd be 30 to 35. So 30 goes in, 35 doesn't. Always want to try to get these in by hand. That way you don't strip it while you're trying to get it in there. Okay, so we'll put the top back on. So there's gas in it. We'll have to see how good it is. Let's try starting it. Okay, so I'm gonna open up the choke and put some starting fluid in it. It started and died on starting fluid, so we'll have to go ahead and take off the carburetor and check the gas and all that stuff to see how it's working. Have to take the top back off again. Check the color of the gas. It's already starting to look a little suspicious. Yeah, it's a little discolored. So we're going to take the carburetor off while we're waiting for the gas to drain. Clean it off a little bit. So then all you have to do is pop this off. Pop the float up. Needle valve is missing the tip. Found it. That's why I work on a tray. There we go. And then you pop out this cartridge. And then this cartridge comes apart. Okay, give you another look at that gas. It should be clear like this, not like this. Okay, so I've got the carburetor in the ultrasonic cleaner. Got it for 30 minutes, 80 degrees Celsius. Okay, my camera got a little bit mixed up, but we got it out of the ultrasonic cleaner. It's clean now. I put the cartridge back in, so now we'll just put the float back in. If you don't know how to put the cartridge in, you saw me take it apart. It's just the reverse of that. And make sure we get the float or the needle in the hole. And then this just snaps in like that. And then we're going to test to make sure it doesn't leak gas. Okay, so I put fresh gas in the tank. We're going to hook this up. And then we're going to let go of the clamp here. It should be draining, but as soon as I lift the bowl, it should stop. And it does. Okay, so now we'll put the bowl on. You want to make sure that this goes over the cartridge because it's indented. So Okay, so now we'll put it all back together. That choke has me worried. I put some PB plaster on to see if I can loosen it up, but I don't think it's right. Okay, so I've let it warm up for about 5 minutes, so I'm going to try to start it again and see if that automatic choke is working. Okay, so had a little extra work on this one. We had two problems with this. We had the ignition coil and the carburetor. So if you'll click this up next box, it'll take you to a video showing you how to work on something. So I hope this video helps you work on your equipment under the shade tree. Thanks for watching.